Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into Divorce Sistas. Let's go. Child, y'all was letting Pastor Jeff have it on this internet. Child, the way y'all was saying, how in the world could Devon play a pastor like this? Knowing he a pastor, but slow down. He is not into Myron. Myron clearly was calling his wife. Now, Rashida's not ready to accept this. It's a little too soon, right? But did Myron get on your nerves? He apologized, I think, 30 times. His scene and him we don't even have to have him anymore. We can just know who he is and we can carry the show without him. So he calls Myron back and he was like, my wife heard everything you said. You don't listen to me, because he's talked about he sent somebody over there for the pastor's arm. And he's just doing too much. And he said he was going to go check on old boy's wife. And he was like, I'll meet you. He was like, no, I'll meet you at the church. Like, he just doesn't listen. So I think we can just eliminate Myron and just know that he's around. You know what I'm saying? Because we good on him. So once Jefferson got off the phone, I thought it was real crazy how he didn't go after his wife when she had gone in the house. But he sat in the car and he prayed. And while he was praying, Tiffany called. So then Tiffany calls the pastor, right? And she's checking to see where Geneva is. He tells her eventually that he really messed up. And then he eventually tells her that she stayed in the car all night because he didn't open the door. So then she's like, oh. And he's like, what? She was like, it's over. He was like, what are you talking about? Because I didn't open the door? I think she should tell you. This is not the time to be dramatic. You know what I'm saying? This scene went on way too long. Eventually, she finally told him that she had been taken advantage of by her boyfriend, who was in a fraternity, and his frat brothers. And he did not open the door for her. He held her in there all night. So she said she would never be with another man who did not open the door for her until she met Jeff. And he opened all the doors. So he's like, I got to get ready to go to the church. She said, okay. Because she in the mirror trying to figure out how she going to stay with you, because she about to go. So then he goes in to check on his wife. So she's sitting here thinking her husband is having an affair with his right-hand man, Marvin, right? And then Jeff starts to open up to her. And he finally lets her know that he loves her. And he's trying to be the man that she wants him to be. And he feels like he's in her shadows because everybody loves her. And he's just trying to live up to the man that she wants him to be. She's not buying it. She asks if he's having an affair. He says no. He doesn't look at men at all. But then he tells her that he has seen some women that are very attractive in church. That kind of broke the ice a little bit. And she told him she needed some time. Right? So eventually he left. So she has gotten out of the shower. She's on the phone with Geneva. Geneva crazy self is still in her gown from the night before, trying to find this woman who she feels like William is having an affair with. So she done follow her to her studio. She has told Geneva to go home. Go home as she hears Geneva driving. Go home. Then the pastor comes back. Because the pastor and Rashida are not driving in the car together. But he said, I came back because I wanted to come back for you. And I know I haven't told you this enough, but you looked so beautiful last night. That triggered her. She thought that he had done something. She questioned him. He told her he hasn't done anything, but he is trying to be better for her. Then as she is talking to Jeff, she's putting one and one together and realizing that somebody has told him something. She gets down to the bottom of it. And he lets her know that he has spoke to Tiffany. Tiffany told him what happened. She doesn't want him to think that she's a victim. You know what I'm saying? And he said he just wants to be there for his wife. So honestly, it all really worked out for their relationship. Because he needed to open up. And he said he's going to open all the doors for her, even the doors of his heart. So that works. She ended up hugging him, and I think Rashida feels like everything is going to be okay. But I still feel like Rashida is holding on to something. She's not 100% there yet, but she is like 93. I didn't want to waste my time with Bridget with them showing up, but she's told Bridget to go in the office and call the publisher for this book. Bridget is noticing that her and the pastor are real lovey-dovey because they was like, I love you, and they gave each other a kiss, and that never happens. Child, Geneva is leaving the house, honey. And when she leaves the house, Tiffany calls her. She looks at the phone, she hangs up. Tiffany's like, now I know that you're not taking my calls. And then Geneva says, I'm real busy right now. What are you doing here? She said, I'm showing a house. Somebody called for me personally. And we find out the person who called for her personally was Javon. Javon is looking at a house in Geneva's neighborhood around the corner. That is insane. So then he turns to her after Geneva leaves and he was like, you look so nice. You didn't know I was coming, so you always look like this. She was like, I'm professional. I'm doing my job. He was like, can I get a kiss? She said, I'm here in a professional capacity. And he said, maybe tonight after the date. Javon is going through with this. Like, he is really about to drive Geneva crazy. And here we go with Geneva being crazy. She has found with this woman that is the mother of the girl that's in her daughter's class that she thinks William is messing with. Child, she done pulled up to the house. Now, this is the infamous situation. Why, when Geneva got out of the car the second time, you could hear Tyler Perry talking about a wide angle? Like, you can literally hear Tyler Perry in there talking and directing the scene. What in the Tubi is going on right now? Child, so Geneva gets in the class. She talks to the lady like out of nowhere. Because see, here are the things that are wrong with this picture. First of all, how did you know where the woman worked, Geneva? Like, that would be shocking. Like, ma'am, I don't know you. How did you find out where I worked? Who told you that? But this is a Tyler Perry production, so we're just going to roll with it. So, child, she done got the woman's information. They've exchanged phone numbers. They're going to have a play date with their daughters. Then Geneva drops her phone on the desk, leaves out, goes back to the car, comes back in the studio because she put her phone on record. So when she picked her phone back up, she could listen to the woman. The woman is married and she was probably talking to her husband because she was like, you don't ever believe what happened to me today. Geneva is losing her mind. Child, so she has finally made it over here to the church because Rashida told her, go home, get dressed, because she still had her dress on from the night before, and come and meet me at the church. So she finally gets over here, and Rashida wants to talk about the book. Geneva wants to talk about Javon. And child, come to find out, William is like watching paint dry, and he is not exciting. And Geneva said Javon is the best. It is what it is supposed to be. And she's trying to tell her that you're trying to make him cheat on you so you can have a reason to leave him to be with Javon, because that's where Geneva wants to be. Child, Geneva done talked about how good it is with Javon, honey. And Rashida's like, I can't take it. And she won't stop. So after they get the breakdown of Javon and how good he is and how they about to do with this book or whatever, they get ready to go outside. And Bridget has just got a text from Vaughn. Vaughn said he about to unalive himself. And Bridget does not know what to do with herself. So they go into the pastor study. Bridget is in shambles. They have asked this dude that's been tussling with Vaughn if he can leave. Child, Bridget been trying to get Vaughn on the phone. She finally got him on the phone. He told me something. I can't believe you put me out. My mama don't care nothing about me. You don't care nothing about me. Don't nobody care nothing about me. So then the pastor gets on the phone and he's trying to explain to him how he grew up in the foster system when he aged out, but he was like, I have nowhere to go and I'm not going, to a shelter. He was like, we have some rooms and stuff like that. So why didn't Bridget get on the phone and say, baby, come back home to me? Why would you do that? Because Bridget's sitting on the phone devastated. So why are you talking about put him in a room with some parishioners? That is insane to me. So then what happens? Child, he done unalived himself. At least that's what they want us to believe at the end of this scene. Because you know how Tyler Perry is. He'll bring them back. So that is what Divorce Sister was about this week. I thought it was fantastic. It wasn't quite a ending like they've been ending here lately, but we'll see what happens with Vaughn and we'll see if they find him because we don't know where he is. He's just on the side of the road somewhere. And old boy that got to tussling with him, he still ain't got his stuff that he came over there looking for anyway. So this is all I got. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.